According to several research studies, almost 100 million people will be working in the artificial intelligence or AI space by the end of 2025. This is because AI, or the development of computer programs that mimic human intelligence, is rapidly growing and changing our world by bringing significant advancements as well as challenges. Back in 2022, I was a middle schooler when I first used OpenAI's ChatGPT 3.5 version model. And I thought it was pretty cool, being able to ask any sort of question and immediately receive an automated response. However, what I didn't know back at the time was how rapidly it would grow and become a common part of our lives. OpenAI claims that it gained almost 1 million followers just 5 days after its launch. And today, ChatGPT boasts almost 400 million weekly active users, showcasing its future potential to change the world. However, ChatGPT is just one instance of artificial intelligence. And AI is transforming several other industries as well, one of which is healthcare. For example, there is AI-driven robotic surgery, which is developed by several other companies such as Medtronic and Stryker. And some really cool features of this AI-driven robotics is how surgeons can control a robot's mechanical arms and movements, but just by being seated at a computer console, as the robot provides them with a 3D magnified view of the surgical site. There is almost 4.5 billion people with essential access to essential healthcare services, as well as a global 11 million healthcare worker shortage. And AI has the potential to bridge this gap and allow us to achieve universal health coverage by 2030, which is also one of the United Nations goals for healthcare. Artificial intelligence also has different forms in healthcare, and one of this is predictive AI. This refers to the usage of machine learning algorithms trained on healthcare data to predict future events. For example, recently researchers at UCSF have created AI models to predict Alzheimer's disease early. These models have an accuracy of 72%, and they found out they can identify Alzheimer's up to 7 years prior. Both AI-driven robotic surgeries and predictive AI really show the potential for AI to truly transform and level up the healthcare industry. Now, moving on to transportation. Well, as we know, self-driving cars and automotive vehicles are some really common daily life examples of artificial intelligence for us that are really relatable. Companies like Tesla and Waymo have already created such electric vehicles and self-driving cars. And the global automotive market is increasing at a rate of 24% annually, so it's growing pretty rapidly. However, it's these self-driving cars that use AI to enable them to make real-time decisions on how to optimize traffic, on how to navigate to different types of roads, and how to make travel safer are just short-term developments. In the future, as we grow, we will see more developments in Hyperloop systems and drone systems to make our transportation much more efficient and safer. Along with that, AI is truly revolutionizing education. As for myself, I know I use different forms of AI every day. This includes ChatGPT and Perplexity to get help for school when I need it, and also to explore different types of subjects which I might be confused about. Well, I know that going forward, AI tutors and intelligent grading systems will be normalized, allowing teachers to solely focus on giving quality education. However, things are not as picture perfect as it seems. Almost 70% of educators are truly worried that AI in assignments will constitute to plagiarism. Teachers are worried that students will always misuse AI to do their schoolwork and learn. Well, AI is here to stay, and it's our turn to take action. And it's important that we all show transparency and fairness in our work. And such scenarios about plagiarism also lead to more questions about how ethical AI is and what can we do to tackle such issues. Speaking of ethics, AI ethics and its reliability has become a severely controversial issue. For example, earlier we were talking about how ChatGPT's model was so beneficial for us and how it's been so common for us in our daily lives. However, earlier this year, back in January 2025, OpenAI's rival AI product, DeepSeek, was released. DeepSeek is an another AI model that uses much less money for development, so it's pretty much cost effective, and it's also open source. In response to this new rival release, OpenAI accused DeepSeek that it stole most of its training data for its model. And this actually backfired on OpenAI, as it was recently accused of allegedly using millions of its users' stolen private user info to train their models without their consent. And so this scenario really poses more questions about AI. How biased and secure is AI? And how transparent are AI companies about the way that they use our data without our consent? Our data being used without our consent is definitely not acceptable and something that we need to address as soon as possible and effectively. And as our reliance on technology grows, it's possible that AI and ethics may also become a government department in the future as well. So what does all of this mean for us? Well, AI is changing our world as we know it, and will continue to bring transformations. From education to healthcare to transportation, AI is driving innovation and bringing up new possibilities. And in the midst of this, I think that AI is really remarkable, and it's also what had inspired me to develop a passion for technology and also inspire others to use it ethically. I hope we all can work together to show integrity and fairness in our work, and while utilizing AI, I hope that we all can show transparency in the way we use it, and also use it without compromising our values. Thank you.